They are not meant to go with you. I think you know that, and I think you've known that for a really long time. But I think it's easier for you to deal with to just pretend to be one of the humans sometimes. And you'll know this message is for you if people have randomly been handing you money, any denominations of money lately. Anyone. I mean absolutely anyone, even people you know, people you love, even your kids. Hey, mommy, I found a coin on the floor here. This is for you. Whereas people would normally keep the money, right? Oh, sick, I found a coin. No, they've been giving it to you lately. And also, you've noticed you might have a new messenger friend. A little butterfly, a little bird, something following you around. Even something that doesn't seem out of the ordinary, right? It just makes sense. I have flowers, therefore I have bees. But this one, for some reason, has been stopping you in your tracks. Whenever you see it, you have to spend that moment with it. So, I was shuffling my cards, and Spirit said, stop, turn on the camera. And when I looked at the bottom of both parts that I split, I had the Three of Swords, and I had the Magus. Yeah, they're not meant to go with you, and you know that, and you've known that for a long time. And you have these moments of clarity where you can see, it's like a little window. I like to call it the eye of the storm. It's like a little window where all of a sudden everything makes sense. All the signs you've been getting, all the synchronicities, all the messages, all the tarot readings, everything you've ever heard just compounds itself. Even your dreams, even your deja vu sequences, everything. They just compound and collapse on you, and you get this big fat download of, oh my gosh, this person's not going with me. That's hard for anyone to understand. It's hard to deal with because when you get that sense, you're like, but this person is wrapped up in my finances. This person's a big part of my life. I really love this person so much, right? Think about all the things that are going to unravel if this person does not continue to be in our life. And some people would try desperately to hang on at that point. What do you mean this person's going to go away? My whole way of life is going to go away if this person goes away, right? But as a spiritualist, you know that happens. You got to make room for the big blessings that are coming in. Sometimes that means people get left behind. Sometimes it is a lesson, especially if it's somebody that you are very codependent on, or somebody that you have already closed a chapter out with and don't realize it, right? You might have noticed that you have outgrown this person, Nine of Pentacles. You might have noticed that in your waking life, you guys don't really need each other so very much. You like to have each other around. It's nice. It's comforting. But you don't really need them like you thought that you did at one point in time, right? And Spirit has been telling you this for a long time. Your ancestors may have also been telling you this. Whether or not you are connected with your ancestors have been telling you this. You might also have ancestors that fight about this. If you are tapped into your ancestors and you can hear them, you might know that they have been fighting about this. It might have been coming to you as conflict in your head. Maybe you thought it was personal conflict you had about this person or this relationship or this person's place in your life, but it's your ancestors' conflict and you are hearing it loud and clear because they are in the room. They think sometimes you can't hear them because sometimes you act like you can't hear them. So they're going to continue talking openly, and maybe you hear them, maybe you don't. Sometimes you accidentally tune in, like you're sitting there bored playing with the radio dial and you accidentally catch their frequency and you hear a conversation you're not supposed to, right? There's a reason for that. Ten of Swords. And this Ten of Swords says, I just need a way out of my head. Yeah. Hate to break it to you. Stop thinking about it. Easier said than done. Easier said than done, right? Judgment reversed. It makes sense from a logical standpoint Cross that bridge when you come to it, right? Just because your spirits might have the gift of foresight, just because you might have the gift of foresight, doesn't mean that you need to do anything with the visions you are given. Sometimes you just accidentally tune in to the frequency and hear a conversation you're not quite supposed to hear right now. Sometimes maybe even an ancestor will slip. Okay, that one wants to come out. Sometimes even an ancestor will slip and say, I think they need to hear this. And you'll hear the other ancestors argue with them. They don't need to hear this. Stop. You're ruining things for them. Just let them be. Just let them live their life. Let them experience. That's what they're here to do, right? They are here for the human experience. Let them be a human. Let them experience. Let them have their feelings, right? Let them do them. Let them build. King of Pentacles. Let them do their thing. They are in the 3D, let them be of the 3D. They don't need to be so connected to spirit all the time. And then your other ancestors who see how connected you are and how much potential you have that you are squandering by being so Two of Cups reversed, by being so invested in this person, are really fucking pissed off. You are wasting so much time. You are wasting so much energy. You are wasting so much potential. This is a distraction. You could have been exactly where you want to be if you didn't take this detour. You keep telling us you want to go here, right? This is your destination. This is your manifestation. This is what you want for yourself. But you took a detour and now you're trying to take this person along. That detour was a free will detour. And you knew that. And you knew that. You fucking knew that. They told you the second you saw that person walking up to you, they said, free will detour, don't do that. Free will detour, don't do that. Hey, stay on the path, stay on the path, stay on the path. And you were like, but I love them. But this is my friend. I want them to come with me. I want this companion. I am being given the image of Doctor Who. I don't know how many of you guys watch Doctor Who or know anything about Doctor Who, but you know how the Doctor has companions sometimes, and those companions never choose to stay. Not to say that he is romantic with his companions, right? He just has companions sometimes. They want to be along for the ride. They help him. They serve a great purpose. He learns a lot from them. They learn a lot from him. They all had a great time. They're better for the experience. But those companions always fall away, and at the end of the day, the Doctor is on his own journey by himself, following his mission, right? Continues along his journey, fighting spiritual bad guys, and then one day, another companion shows up and he does the whole thing over again, right? Hierophant reversed. Yeah, you have to understand your place in all of this. Because you are in the 3D, you keep going through this flip-flopping of energy where you're either so spiritual or you're so 3D. And when you want to be so both feet in the 3D, you lose touch with your spiritual self. You lose touch with your mission and you try to rationalize it. Well, everything's okay. It's not that bad. This is what the humans do. This is what this feels like. This is what life is. This makes sense. I should be doing this. Why am I getting so wrapped up in the spiritual world? Why am I so wrapped up in everything I'm doing? This is fine. This is a sweet existence, right? This is a humble experience. I'm okay with this. But Spirit is saying, you can have both. You can have your sweet, humble existence and still be the spiritual person that you are, but you have to balance them. You have to work with them both. You have to continue to weave them like a twist. They're literally showing me the image of me twisting this thing. You have to continue to weave them both. And also, if you're not making your own oils, make your own fucking oils. If you are a spiritualist and you have all of the ingredients at your disposal to make your own oils, ask your spirits to help you make your own oils. That is coming through very clearly. Stop buying oils. You can make them yourself. All you need is a carrier oil and your herbs. Smells if you want them. You got crystals. I know you got crystals. Buy some little bottles. Invest in some little bottles or use jars that I know you have.